Ndizi TV ubwansu bw'Gusii.
Mano sana mwanchi umuliyebeta seni kia Ndizi TV niko chiarigire Chinsa Isato chabona marogoba asinero biri weekend ko kwene kilebnango kole trande amangana majya asinchira yo weekend nabasaki baitu babiri bako yasangeria kora chingongo chionsi inye Chinsa abakwenda gutubwatia ase Chinsa moshi mitandao asensemo ya Facebook gwetera Ndizi TV News Digital Nabaga sensemeri ya YouTube gwetera Ndizi TV News. Nabaga sensemeri ya website nabaga gwetera www.ndizitv.net Iritarane Fridah Kerubo nalioka eneke unachibi chana maliga gwekera senchira ya bene niga kurukwa petranira mukira kondo mwanchu mulielia yatra yanyora amangana maya a senchira yoko ya chuta
moya ito yecha abali baminto tanya botume kwese osimeka kibanda mbaro bago kibasimekera kibanda amoya ali arosiri yo osiarire chai oka
abalemi bekemerige chai kuboligwa gutumeka obwoyo byakinga kyekiga kimbura.
This program allows youths to cast away the net in their search for jobs opportunities. These cuts across both the blue collar and the white collar sector.
Mugavana Paul Simbarati kubuli abasaye kwelikia asomo ruberi wajiri.
Vile tumewakalia wale wa North Rift, vile tunawakalia Al-Shabaab, hawa watu wa Sondu hapa watakiona cha mtemakuni.
Nomuraibense Dr. William Ruto kurege kulege tindi gochia ase bali bagende takoleta chisegi ime ya Sondu. Mwanchi umulielia ayonga tiyali nkwaliganete asomo goroba olero kulendengo gusaba obenanche Wachakabono iga gwika omoege linengo manye asenchira yobwagale. Kuyachaka Amayia yebire biganyo tukuyachaka kurase kaunti ya Nyamira asingo kumanyabuna nigo abalimi bekemerige chae babere bago semigwa gutumeka obwoyo boronge anamono chinga kechiga chimbura. Okwana umanyakerugo kurwa ase factory ya Nyansiongo nigo abakagukwanira igoro ye bona singia egyo bali mibeke merige cyaye babiri bakonyora harimo asaine kebuna nigo factory yo etanga ine asokonyora chishiringi emeronge totona isano nemo nukta isano asekera ekiro cyiraba kigokonya abalimi muri kico Joma angi nabakagwikira na sinsemecho abo gokweneke binankonyora tororobotiro asinchira yobikirano
Ekero embura enyingege nratogotwa nigaba melibeke melige chae basemiwe kutumeka oboyo barachikonyora kurwa sti factory chae ase enchera endonge
amoya ito yechae abali baminto tanya botume kwese osimeka kibanda mbaro bago kibasimekera kibanda amoya ali arosiri yo osiarire chae oka
Kago kwana nege station kia Ndizi TV nigo munyakerogo bwe factory ya Nyansiongo eyue gwatera netine factory ya Matunwa Daniel Otuto niga semirie abali mikogendera kwaligania emegondo yabo aseba semereti ko jikonyora amoyo wikira omotie nyoyo
Kuru Nairobi mbata tebi amoyo baitari 14 omotie nyoyo amoyo ngwikare Mombasa nare gusaba abali mibaminto Ebange rosi megondo ya ino elinde amoyo karaike mapema Mwegwa moya ino mobeke mugondo ende tonyore chaendongo.
Nate bamba begete gusaba sekiumbe gya KTDA elinda abarimi babe bakonyora amoyo astinga kichiabwango guchakira omwaka ogocha.
Mtu atebeti KTDA Nairobi Holdings bebange amoyo ache bayo mutienyo gatano. Ndota etia mangana yo konyoria moyo mpaka bono yo konyora moyo taraika.
Ensemo ye bonus na chengera gokora buya asaba limibe factory eyo barachikonyora e bonus ye 35 ne monuguta isano kira ekiro eyo erengi yako bwachi factory chinyinge michi county chire asoro gongorwa Gusii na West Rift
chibasi chitwanyora ko Runyansio tugaka ne bonus ya 36.5 shillings asomole myonyansiongo tugatangana ese factory chionsi cha Nyamira na Kisii ende tokaba namba 2 ese West of Rift factory yoka ya tobwete kuro kuma multi factory ekaresigisi
asate eba ekirire cheko korabya na sengenje emeroberio emiyaba begete
body yane ntu atema go ikaransa se tokabeke mekati emiya toka reduce costs na ende togatema poliye chiro ye chaya ito kuchi Mombasa.
Boigo echaya orthodox ibakorosi gwetera e teknolojia erase factory ya matunwa nobo bisibo gokora bya
Nyansionge factory ebwate manu ko matunwa factory ya matunwa ko twa chako mwakolia njabe tege koni buya njato ete ebesengia nero ya tokonyete tugaka ne bonus yetu buya echa ekoro orthodox ochumumbu alinja atwarage gotware market yengia ekabage gotokonya
asase emyabali migochiga kuira echae sokouru elinde banyore echae asobonge nobonia obuya
omwaka oyo etwabwate chimilioni 16 na 900 chiechae echae une nkesi Nyansiongo mwale gwanja bali mibaminto nko basaba totige ko ire chae mangereto because na mwire chae mangereto teko basomeli bana naende noroche mangereto bali gwaka na bonus buna tu abaire bonus engio mwaka oyo twali ko basaba mwira nie chae factory
Kurwase County Nyamira, ginko reporter ya Ndizi TV, Job Maangi.
Ndiyo mano sana, mulikito Job Maangi kurwase County Nyamira, aso gutwariganiria oroboturu asenchira yobwagali. Otigana na yo mwanchu muliyeni otokande masemo gwika county ya Kisii. Asengo kumenya ni gunanigo abasai kurwase county yo babere bakubolirwa gwesoke bene asengencho yo kwelikia asomoroberi oajiri ile kwanika mnango konyika bali amatuko abusyo okwana kurasegetiye chigosori kya Gusii Stadium nigo mugavana Paul Simbarati ayane kya gusira omoroberi yo nabo igo kwanika mna abasai ngotwara bali obumanyi bwekerengo kigoro mono elinde kwegendelyo mulikito Hamisi Josephat nabakagukira na Chinsemecho nabo igo gotwariganiria orobotiro kubwatia
omubaro omonge w'abasai mense ya Kenya nigo ireire abangi bamenyete amono botaka nabo igo gotatwara obumanyi ure chinchira abagena tukoba kwegenderea sobugima bwabo bwakira lituko kena ke ireire oboteneri we county ya Kisii isi omugavana Paul Simbarati kubwaterana amone byombe gati yabo ya Mastercard ilikuwa na kibuna bachakire omoroberi bwa jiri uyolengete kwana na oboseme n'obumanyi ochi abasai me county ya Kisii gati yabo obumanyi anene bwamangana yekerero buna ICT.
The youths constitute over 20% of the population, and this poses a challenge with regard to training and employment opportunities. We therefore need to think outside the box to enable the youth to access knowledge, skills, and the means to make a living through venture-like Ajiri.
Ritiko lya lero nigo ababwatani abanyarako bagwikirana segeti kya Gusii Stadium asekerengagio kwena na amaigiri gochia asabasai igore chinchira baranyara ko bakwegendereria chinga kiba korire chisemi chabo na boigo gutwara obumanyi igoro yechinjira baranyara ko bakorigia emeremo,
where our youths have an important opportunity to be trained in financial management. This is beside the skills acquired in ICT training here at Kisii Ajiri Center. Here. This is the only Ajiri Center now which has become a benchmarking in the entire country. Ajiri is a progressive web application, BWA, designed to provide a platform for the youths to connect and network effortless, convenient, and free from control of third-party agents.
Ababwatani nigo banyareko bagocha kwenekia buna Isaime County ya Kisii onyareko bagagusirwa asabayigo musamali muyanyareko bagagwesokia na kwena na bakery irachiko begokonya abasae banyareko bakwenyorera emeremo.
Since we have approached a well-wisher who was today, and I'm happy that this gentleman, a young man again, donated a bakery equipment which will be installed at appropriate premises so that a section of the youths can engage in bread and conventional business. The young man could not join us here, but he has sent bakery co-op. Tutaona nani tunapea kama you organize properly.
Chingaki echecho nigo mugavana Paul Simbarati hata biranyareko bagakobeka ekigancha kichi milioni 40 kugwatirana amone byombe ilio kwena kebuna chibese cyanyareko bachigokonya abasae ilio kwegendereria kugwatirana amo nebyombe ebibaranyareko bagochakia.
As a county again, we had set us 40 million aside for credit. Na nasikia ya youth fund hakuna hata ndururu faida, hata yetu hakuna hata ndururu. It's only that you organize yourself, there is money, you do something. Hakuna kazi duniani. Lazima we must utilize them properly, especially in this year. Sasa na any assistance they need, wacha tuwape. Tuhakikishe kwamba wamesaidia vijana wetu in the 9 sub-counties.
Kuripotiri kataseni kia Ndizi TV kurigitikia Gusii Stadium ikigotoka Amayia County ya Kisii eliterana Josephat Hamisi.
Mbiyamano sana murikito Hamisi Josephat asorogotira sinchira eyubwagari gotigana na yumwanchu murigeria niyatokende maseye mogoika orogongo rwa Nyanza asengo kumenya buna abaraiku ba serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ngo baba gukora etayo yabo goika Chinsa mecho asibaba kuragwa no muraibense Dr. William Ruto okwana chingaki arigosyolia emerobelio ya magenderero nigo ainikia gutinya obokoreri Chinsa County asabaka goikirana ni county ya Kisumu na boigo Siaya asainike buna nigara chigutinya obokoreri na boigo kweneke buna abamenyi be Chinsa mecho ngokonye kabali na boigo gutinya uchumi orikito daipo nasanya na bakagotwariganiria oroboti rukobwatia.
Umuraibense Daktari William Samuel Ruto niga kuletaro ya bene gocha asorgongo rwa Nyanza asanyara gusiore emirobelio ya magenderero asanyara kwerera emirobelio miya abegitibusyo elio kwena kyanga bamenyi bense meye begendereirie.
Tumekubaliana kama serikali ya Kenya ya kwamba hatuwezi kuendelea kuagiza mchele kutoka nje miaka yote. Ndio tumeweka mpango maalum tuhakikishe ya kwamba tunazalisha mchele hapa Kenya. Na ndio sababu we have a comprehensive program and we are going to work with the county government to make sure that all the rice programs here, including the one called Kuja Pale Migori, tutaianzisha upya. Ndio tuhakikishe ya kwamba tunazalisha mchele ili pia tupunguze gharama ya chakula.
Umuwaziri o ICT Eliud Owalo nerebo igoniganyara komotogia umuraibense asanyara kwene kyanga eira aliete asentunde tangani yaikiranire bono.
Vile uko na mpango sawasawa ya kusaidia wavuvi. Vile vile uko na mpango ya kuunda maneno ya sitima na maneno ya maji. Vile vile nataka kuwakushukuru sana sana mtukufu rais kwa kushughulikia wakina mama na vijana kwa mpango ya kuwasaidia na pesa ya kufanya biashara.
Gukwana imeye kaunti ya Kisumu omugabana bw'ensemiywe Anyang'nyong'o nerabo igoni ganyara kwerera emirubiriywe asatebanga netiko basira abasae borogongoro igarua Nyansa.
The youth of this community and of Kisumu County in general look forward to this project because, as the minister said, it is not only breeding fingerlings here, but making sure that these fingerlings are consumed by the fish farmers in the Jando Basin.
Umubungo Kikuyu boigo Kimani Chungwa ni ganyara ko koboko omurubelio obotom am asate banga abasa bange mbachikonyora chigasi.
Vijana wa Kabonyo mko tayari? Simesikia kazi lazima ipewe vijana wa wapi? Wa Kabonyo, si ndio? Mko tayari kuchapa job? Mko tayari? Mutashikilia huyu rais na hawa viongozi wenyu akiwemo seneta wenyu, na haya ndiyo mambo tuliita bottom up economic transformation. And your excellency, we thank you because the bottom up economic transformation that you promised the people of Kenya to create jobs for millions of our jobless youth is what you have come to do in Kabonyo today.
Chingaki Checho ni gobono murai bwense anyara kuriere irati county echichietana ine Lake Victoria asate bangana chikwa gacha ebi wanda ao ili binyare gusira oborubi bwense meywe.
Hapa Kisumu tunajenga landing site mahali inaitwa Asat na mahali inaitwa Ogal. Na vile vile Homa Bay tunajenga landing sites mbili. Na kule Migori tunajenga landing site moja tumekamilisha Sori na ingine tutajenga so that we have at least 8 different landing sites. Na katika landing sites hizo tumeweka pesa shilingi milioni 900 kuhakikisha kwamba all those landing sites are functioning in the next 1 year.
Koripotelia egeta seni kia Ndizi TV egetalia nendi pon asanya.
Niyamono sana murikecho daipana asanya asorobotiro asinjira yoboikirano. Chinga kiechyo boigoni goruto abakagukwanira yore chisegi chichigendete kwane kigwa asensemo ya sondu. Nigo anikebna goika bachikuimukirwa egetambugero kibwenete abo babere baguturubania omorembe bwense na boigo kwane kebna nkwire ni bali magega amagendero. Boigo nigo abulia omuwaziri ubobulendi bwene Kithure Kindiki kwane kebna ngotinyare obulendi ase Chinsa nejo.
Kuna watu wanaturudisha nyuma na kulete vita kati ya jamii na kati ya majirani. Nishamwambia Profesa Kithure Kindiki, vile tumewakalia wale wa North Rift, vile tunawakalia Al-Shabaab, hawa watu wa Sondu hapa watakiona cha mtemakuni. Hatutaki, sikizeni, hatutaki mambo ya ujinga ya ukabila. Sisi tunaishi Kenya moja. Na serikali ya Kenya ni serikali ya kila Mkenya. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie na tayari tumeweka mpango kamili na nimemwambia Profesa Kindiki ahakikishe ya kwamba kila mtu ambaye alisababisha mwananchi akapotesha maisha yake lazima akamatwe na lazima apelekwe jela, kwa sababu kuua mwananchi mwenzako ni mambo ambayo haikubaliki. Wanaweza kwenda hiyo safari ya tatu ile ya kwenda huko, lakini watapitia kotini kwanza. Si namna hiyo?
Tariki isano nemo cy'umutinyo ikomi okera omwaka nelitko lyogochengera oburere bwa cerebral palsy ase ensingima. Litko lero nigo ababwatani korwa Chinsa ababa gwesoke bene abigo kwemenya amange igoro yoburere obo ase orogongo rwa Gusii ntwabatogo sanga no munyagitari korwa senyagitari ya Hema Felix Otieno oyo bagakorera asobwagare igoro yoburere obo abigo koboria abayibori gotanengeta abana babo chinga kibabwate oburere obo.
Okay, I'm Otieno Felix. Na kuhusu hiyo ugonjwa ya cerebral palsy, it's a group of diseases that affect the brain and entirely affects the movements. That is very common in childhood. Treatment is multidisciplinary. It involves a big team, but the main focus is to send signals to the brain and also aid in trying to stimulate the brain growth. It can get into anybody. Whether you are trying to hide your child, you don't hide your child. If your child has cerebral palsy, it's good you notice earlier. We make earlier diagnosis of cerebral palsy. We have the correct approach to it, because one of the management approaches is psychological support, because it's really difficult for friends and families if you have normal children and then one of you is having a child with the cerebral palsy. So the approach is actually simple. These people, they need support. They don't need stigmatization because it's not what they opt into. It's something that caught them on the way as one of the conditions that will get our children during development.
Homo women repwe county ya Kisii Dori Saburi ni gabeire no mogoko monene maiga ye bilia ye gwanchirwa ase ebunge gosanganigo anikebna nige bilia yo era chugosira abanyaruka bekegori egeke animo no konyora oboene bwabo chinga kibabeire bagotibongwa boigo nigo anikebna nigo era chigosemia abanyarukabo na kiba bwenete kubwatia oboene bwabo gwetera lichikoli bwenete negetambukiro babwenete kubwatia
na bwatirie bilia yane mpaka lero na linate bigu it will be published e bilia yenereli njoki ndungu na bwati Sexual Offences Act ya 2006 bono abana baito litu bako ende skuru through the Ministry of Education e bago chakoba bako tebu na kibaba ekerogo saru mbobe baba ekero gwatibongiru enchera neye the mechanism yoko report neye ebine byo botibongi gusi mbiri ko reported aya kwanyero gose byabere reported action has not been taken bono aya gwachire ko report wekina kyo botibongi tora take step bono nayo gotekeriwa egere abantu batebigune kekero gwakolerweke igogosoiga ekero mungi naitiro omugaka kabwate right yo gokora ekiga omongi nakabwatera itiyo gokorekiga abana aba baita baiseke okonyora banyorira abana omwana ochikoira ne sukuru osekereri gote bwayo gocha gosomia abana bande tabiembe ayetu wenere tukoba sukuru abantu bamanyanga yes omwana yoteliri there is a second chance mutigabere sukuru information ye kwa ijumla through the Ministry of Education go create awareness protection yoko make sure ngaki kero monto ngonyorare yakiyaye umwana umuseko gokina nkonyorare yakiyaye abangina nabaga kabamenyeta senyomo nkonyora bare yakiyamo amangana teen pregnancy nkonyorare yakiyaye amalyoga yayo gotindi amanga mangi kiregento ebiga bikogero murembe nekenyoro yatyoka ebinte bigabone go bikolendu byabantu motebigu onye no mwana umuseke liryo gocha kubaurigo nabanyagita liro chuko saru otebigwo bobe bwo sara omanyaki yawo abane kero batibongiru abaiboli muntu takongena ngakaru emboli ekine ekikere mosomigu what you are supposed to do wana bona mondo chika gantinyu gwete byaka mungina mungino meta sakunda sauti na machi morana beka galusi ebilia nenere yengwetere binto ngenderete kujimate kusi mambo iko sawa
Ekomiti eyekora chingwa na chiokoigwana gati yobomo bwa Azimio la Umoja na boigo Kenya Kwanza nigo era chiekoiranira ebikaro byabo ewiki gocha maiga yogokora gotegerera amaganyo y'Abakenya okwana nigo banikibuna nigo batigaira matuko emerongebere nabere ase okorwa obumanyi gose gokwanira ali babeire bakumurikira nabo igokwena na amachibo.
We agreed at the beginning of our talks, and we will be able now to begin consensus building on the 5 issues starting on Wednesday, and we will be working, long hours, probably into the weekends until we are able to build consensus on those issues. We also wish to inform Kenyans that even those issues that were brought before us that may not have been part of the 5 issues, and which issues we consider to be important, we'll also give them time.
We seem to have had convergence on a number of issues so far. Number of issues. And therefore, as we resume next week, we shall basically be focusing on building consensus around those other outstanding issues. And we are sure that we are going to be able to deliver to Kenyans.
Waziri Moses Kuria nigabaka gukora etara yaye goika county ya Vihiga asaba kagusire bene okwagachwa ku industrial park ase Chinsa micho okwana kurase Chinsa mochi ya matundu igotoka Amayia West Bunyore nigo ainekebina nige serikali yaberege kubwa tukachi milioni 250 ase gusira omurubiri yo asanekebina bamenye bense meyo mbachigokonyeka.
It is the only industrial park ambayo iko na railway ndani yake. Na kwa hivyo ndoto ya miaka 100 na kitu, wakati railway ilijengwa ilikuwa ya kutoa vitu hapa viende huko Nairobi, Mombasa na viweze kwenda ng'ambo. So ile tunafanya leo ni kufufua ndoto ambayo ni ya miaka 100. Na kwa mara ya kwanza sasa hii reli itatufaidi. Hii industrial park kutakuwa na pahali aina mbili. Upande moja ni upande ile tunaita aggregation. Tunaleta aggregation ya
mine is to confirm through the national government that Kenya Railways has entered into an agreement at least for 45 years with the county government of Vihiga, and we have listed this land officially to the county government of Vihiga.
This is a county project. Na ndio tumeleta wakilishi kutoka the 5 counties kudhibitisha kwamba this is a county project. It is not a project for any sub-county. So nataka hiyo ieleweke vizuri sana.
Ababwatani ao bakumurikira amangana y'ekibesa nigo beso kiribene nabo igokugania serikali kobeke mirobiri mekeno asoko enekia obwene nabo igobwasioku asensemo yogosangiriria ebango gosanga nigo baba kwenekebuna nige serikali rabeke gutinya obokoreri bwabo chinga kibarabe baguticha emegwa yobokurumi anmono asensemo yogosangiriria ebango.
When we talk about predictability in tax rates and tax bases, Chair, one of the easiest examples is what we had in the 2023 Finance Act. Like where you change tax, suddenly that certain taxes will be paid every 5 days. It sounds a little out of this world, Chair.
This committee is very keen on making sure that we have a stable and predictable tax environment. Soon after this, towards the end of the year, as we promised, we're going to have post-Finance Act seminar before we start thinking about the next finance bill and look at the tax proposals that we passed. What is the actual impact? Do they achieve what they're supposed to achieve? Do they lead to more revenue or less revenue? So that now, as we now, as Treasury and the others start thinking about the next finance bill, then they're informed by both this national tax policy and the feedback we would have got on the real impact of the tax decisions that we made in the Finance Act.
But if you ask employees today, say, why should you read my payslip that I'm earning 300,000 and in real sense I will be earning 200,000, you know? So predictable tax regime.
Kambuni yege China eyogendete n'obwagachi bw'epara ya makupa naboigo changamwe nigo babere bakoegwa emitinyebere eliokwenekebna epare yonkoerere ayankubwatikana no mubasukana bw'epara yaberege kwenekigwa anomono ase wiki yiga abantu babere bagusiria obugima bwabo kulende chintereba nigo cyaboligwe koba maiso anomono ase ngakiyiga yembura elinda kwenekebna ngo tangabale emibasukano yepara.
Wale ambao wanatumia barabara
wawe waangalifu, madrivers wawe waangalifu, kwa sababu wanatokezea pande ya Changamwe wakiwa na speed, na hapa kuna town na kuna daraja. Kwa hivyo wawe waangalifu pia, kwa sababu tunaweza kufanya mengi, lakini if the drivers themselves pia they are careless, itatuletea shida ya mambo ya maji.
Our machine is coming, excavator, and our manpower, everything is come, and tipper come. We are first we need excavation, spoil the soil. You can see a lot of soil in this area.
Mwancho murireria korwa sorobotero no tukuyabutulira amangana Amayia korwa asense mentangani ye studio yatoso asense mo ya kabere ye studio linde tomera nere captain 001 oyora abega gutumanya ali abereka gwatika asense mo ye chigosoli.